Have you ever looked at your life and thought, why don't I feel anything anymore? Not sad, not angry, not even happy, just neutral. Like you're watching yourself from behind a glass wall, responding, nodding, working, while something inside quietly fades. You scroll, you work, you laugh when you're supposed to, but it all feels flat. As if someone dimmed the emotional lights and you forgot what it felt like when they were fully on. This isn't laziness. This isn't weakness. And no, you're not broken. This is what emotional numbness feels like. And it's more common than most people dare to admit. But what if I told you that your numbness isn't the problem? It's a message. And like all messages from the psyche, it's not meant to be ignored. Carl Jung once wrote, "You are what you do, not what you say you'll do." But what happens when even what you do no longer feels real? Jung understood this strange detachment well. He called it the result of a fragmented self, a person divided from their own emotional truth. And that division often comes from trying too hard to be okay. See, our culture rewards the appearance of strength. Keep pushing, keep producing, keep smiling. But no one tells you what to do when your emotions go silent, when your joy disappears without a sound, when anger becomes fatigue, when love feels like a memory you once understood. Emotional numbness isn't a malfunction, it's the psyche's emergency mode, a subtle, powerful defense mechanism. From Jung's lens, numbness is often the shadow's whisper. See, we all grow up learning what feelings are allowed. Boys are told not to cry, girls are told not to rage. Some families praise self-sacrifice, others shame emotional needs, so we adapt. We cut pieces of ourselves off. We become the good one, the strong one, the achiever. But those disowned feelings don't disappear. They retreat into the unconscious, forming the shadow. Over time, that suppression becomes heavy, so heavy that your system starts to shut down, not as failure, but as protection. Your numbness is not apathy, it's grief without language. It's anger without permission. It's a cry for reintegration. And here's the irony. Often the most emotionally numb people are the ones who tried the hardest to be good. They cared for everyone else. They worked harder than needed. They showed up. They held space. And in doing so, they vanished themselves. They told themselves, I'm fine, it's not a big deal. Others have it worse. But beneath that, there's a quiet war, a war between who you really are and who you think you should be. And numbness? That's when the war gets quiet, but doesn't end. Because you can't outrun your emotional truth forever. Even silence has a sound. Even numbness has a cost. If left unchecked, numbness becomes something more than emotional dullness. It becomes disconnection from others, from joy, from purpose. You start performing life instead of living it. You stop dreaming, not because you're hopeless, but because you've forgotten what desire feels like. And perhaps most dangerous of all, you stop listening to yourself. Because the moment your feelings became inconvenient, you learned to mute them. But unexpressed emotions don't die. They reroute. They become tension in the body, overthinking, emotional outbursts you can't explain, or worse, nothing at all. So what can you do when you feel nothing? Start small. And I mean really small. Don't try to feel joy. Try to feel texture. Run your hands under warm water. Sit in the sun for 5 minutes. Eat something slowly. Notice taste, not just fullness. These aren't just mindfulness hacks. They are ways to reconnect with sensation, the base layer of emotion. Next, stop judging the numbness. Instead of saying, "What's wrong with me?" try, "What part of me is asking to be heard?" Your numbness may be protecting a younger part of you, the part that was once overwhelmed or punished for feeling too much. Talk to that part, not to fix it, but to meet it. Because every emotion, felt or unfelt, is a map back to your wholeness. You don't have to feel everything all at once. You don't have to cry to prove you're healing, but you do have to listen. Because numbness is not the end of your emotional life. It's the beginning of your return. So the next time you catch yourself staring at the ceiling, wondering why you feel nothing, don't panic. Just whisper, "I'm still here, and I'm ready to feel again."